Hi, Rebecca Stevens from Workbrighter here. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to handle a situation when a valued employee resigns, really stemming from a couple of conversations I've had recently where in one circumstance a business manager had a very valued admin person resign. Now, admittedly, this person didn't report directly into him, but his response saved that situation. And he shared with me his revelation that when he sat her down, she was actually resigning because she was moving for money, and she was moving for 3k more. And his reflection to me was that, well, actually, I can match that because she earns that in the bonuses that she in the role anyway, so I can give her a higher salary. So he did, and he saved the situation. And in his circumstance, he actually approached this a little bit differently because he sat her down and asked her how had he failed her. He said, "You're a very valued employee. How have I failed you? Because you're not happy and you're moving, and I want to know how I've failed you." And it was this level of humility and openness that saved that situation and how he found out that information. And he's been very satisfied with the outcome. And in the other circumstance that I heard about, the lady was leaving mainly because she'd been in the role a long time. And unbeknownst to her, when her employee sat down and asked her why she was leaving and had a bit more of a heart-to-heart with her, to be honest, because, she'd been there a long time, good relationship. Actually turned out they had a promotion available, and after some discussion they promoted her, so she again stayed. And in both circumstances the employees were really happy about the situation, and the employers. So what I wanted to flag to you is there's something called the psychological contract. So the psychological contract is when you put it in place when you join an organisation, and it's more or less around what you expect from the company and from your manager. So, for example, you expect to be listened to by your manager. If things happen where that's not taking place, if your manager's not listening to you and that's what you expect, then that starts to break or damage the psychological contract. So these are the kind of things that start pushing people away from the organisation. What is interesting, I think, is when people hand their notice in, managers assume the psychological contract has been broken, but it hasn't in every case. It could be savable. So what I would suggest is when a valued employee hands their notice in, sit down, be open, have that conversation, ask, how have I failed you? Because you're leaving and you're very valuable to me. You might be surprised by what you hear. You might be able to save the situation, and they may be happy as well because they may not really want to move either. You can find out more at workbrighter.co.uk/secrets. Thank you.